Welcome, everyone. It is Sunday, December 4th, 2022. I am Robin, the co-host, and this is the Morgellons Call of the Week. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. So on this call, we are so blessed to have Richard Kuhns, the author of How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons and Other Skin Parasites, on the call weekly. He's releasing the 12th edition of his book. He never stops researching or learning. He answers questions through email. He answers questions weekly on this, and he brings new, solid information that is really helpful and part of our healing process. So I think he is a world expert on Morgellons and other skin parasites. It's not just head knowledge for him. He's been there. He's done that. He's gotten through it, and that's really important. So at this time, I would like to welcome Richard Kuhns, author of How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons and Other Skin Parasites.
Thank you very much, Robin. Thank you. It's fantastic to be here every Sunday to support all of you in the same journey that I went through many years ago, and succeeded as many have subsequently to that. Because we're going to get technical and I'm going to give some advice or recommendations, I need to read you the FDA disclosures. The FDA requires me to inform everybody on the call that before you accept any of my recommendations or start the King Diet, which is the crux of this program, that you discuss it with your doctor to make sure it doesn't interfere with any health problems you're presently experiencing. We are not trained physicians, so the AMA requires us to inform you, since we're not licensed as physicians, that we do not diagnose. The only people on this earth that are allowed in the United States to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease are those who are licensed by the AMA, the American Medical Association. So we do not treat, diagnose, cure, or mitigate any organic disease. What we can do is we can educate you. We can educate you how to utilize the King Diet for your benefit, how to clean the organisms out of your skin, how to clean them out of the environment, and how to build health and immune functioning with targeted supplements. Today's topic is about boron. I have to apologize. A couple of the emails that went out were talking about the topic being getting ready for Thanksgiving. So the last one that went out was a correction. We're going to talk about boron. Why is boron part of my recommendations? Well, I had no idea that boron would be a part of the recommendations until I watched a video, and it's called A Solution They Do Not Want You to Know on YouTube. Now, the title, I think, is it's kind of like a conspiracy kind of theory, but it's not really that. I think it's just the title was designed to be a little catchy so that it would intrigue you enough to watch the video. Now, the subject matter of the video is chemtrails and HAARP, H-A-A-R-P. Now, there are a lot of videos on the topic of chemtrails. The videos generally are about the number and frequency of the planes flying over and the dust accumulating on stuff and hypotheses and theories and stuff like that really don't get into, well, what the hell does this stuff do? So I encourage everyone to look at it and decide for yourself that video, and you decide for yourself. In the video, the gentleman is interviewed. I don't remember if his name was given or shared, but he was part of he claims to have been part of the HAARP organization for many years and has left it. And he basically says the antidote to Morgellons. It explains how these particles from chemtrails getting into what we call nanotechnology, nanobutts. It explains how the purpose of them for artificial intelligence research, and that somehow, not in some of us, they go awry, and instead they go off on their own and do their own thing, which contributes to the formation of Morgellons disease. So that's my take on it. It could be wrong, but that's my take on it. But the important part is that he claims the antidote for Morgellons is boron and drinking apple cider vinegar. So for boron, he simply suggests taking a pinch of borax powder, you know, the laundry borax, and putting it in water and drinking it once a day along with apple cider vinegar. Well, I really don't know, and I'm not here to dispute his findings. Boron is a relatively inexpensive mineral and easy to take. So I say, why not? You know, maybe he's right. And adding it to the protocol is a minimal effort. Boron, according to WebMD, seems to affect the way the body handles other minerals. Now, mineral balance in the body is very important, and there are many things that upset mineral balance. And when mineral balance gets upset, well, things go awry. You know, we've talked about 5G, electromotive force, the impact of the tiny little waves, millimeter, being similar to the neurology of the brain that opens and closes various pathways that allows calcium to get into the brain too much, making it a problem. So whether or not Morgellons depletes the body of boron, I don't know. I haven't seen any reference to that. I wouldn't doubt it. We do know that Morgellons depletes iron and organic sulfur from the body, and also depletes the collagen that we have. So whether or not it actually does, I haven't seen any research to verify that it does, but the boron basically handle minerals. It helps calcium and magnesium and phosphorus, and also helps increase estrogen levels post-menopause. So there are things that it does. Now, whether or not we just need more boron because we're dealing with Morgellons, I don't know. It's inexpensive to add, so I added it to the protocol. Robin, did you take boron? Probably not, right?
No.
No. I didn't. I'm not saying it's important, but maybe it's a... yes, Mary?
I'm sorry, I take it every day because it makes me feel better.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. So many of us have gotten our lives back before I added boron to the protocol, and for the minimal cost of it, it's silly to not do it, just in case that it really does help. And as Mary shared, it helps her feel better, which is fantastic. Now, a lady wrote in a few days ago asking about how much boron to take, and so I went into the store to see, and there wasn't any recommendation. We have two forms of boron in the store. One is from Puritan Pride, basic boron, and the other one is from, what's the other, another company. It's Piping Rock, which has a complex, 3 forms of boron. Honestly, I can't say which one is better. Each of them are 3 milligram tablets. And the idea, talking with Dr. Luna, he feels that you could need as much as 30 milligrams a day. So if you go to his site, where you would get the lefineron and the fenben and the nitropyram, you would find his boron there in 30 milligram capsules. So if you go to WebMD, though, there are cautions. When taken by mouth, boron is likely safe when used in doses that do not exceed 20 milligrams daily. So, okay, so going over 20, going to 30 milligrams, according to WebMD, could be risky. So this is why we recommend starting with one tablet, 3 milligrams a day, taken with food, and adding to it until you keep going up. Now, the WebMD says that doses over 20 milligrams daily, so these are the things that you'd want to look for, are male fertility issues. Large doses can also cause some kind of poisoning. Signs include irritability, tremors, weakness, headaches, diarrhea, vomiting, and other symptoms that they do not get into. So when you're adding boron, the safe way to do it is to start with 3 milligrams a day with food, and then add another 3 milligrams or so in a day or two with another meal, so that maybe you get to 3 tablets with each meal a day, and then you could step up to 30 milligrams if you find it being beneficial. What level are you at, Mary? May I ask?
Yes, I get the blue pills from Dr. Luna, whatever that is.
That's 30 milligrams a day. So you do well with that.
I do really well with it, and when I forget to take it, I walk around all day wondering why I feel like crap.
Okay, well, there you have it. So boron could be the antidote. I'm not claiming it is, but look at the video. You decide if that video has any merit. All right, I'm not here to say it does or doesn't. And I'm not here to get into any kind of conspiracy theories, but it makes sense to simply add the boron. Now, the other aspect of the antidote is taking apple cider vinegar orally. That is part of the antidote given in the video. Well, apple cider vinegar happens to feed, unfortunately, Columella. And from the information that I collect from people sending in their questionnaires after I've evaluated probably maybe 800 or 1,000 questionnaires, about 80% of us, including myself, have and had Columella. So that would be counterintuitive, counterproductive to take boron and then also apple cider vinegar. So in its place, the idea, and he basically claims this, they use apple cider vinegar to alkalize, to make the body alkaline more, because germs don't breed or live in an alkaline environment. That's the whole process behind that. So we have other ways of doing that. And part of the protocol for Morgellons is to take a teaspoon of baking soda in water once a day. And you can do it more frequently. Another part of our protocol is the ionic minerals, Nature's Gift ionic minerals. They come in a sachet. You put them in your drinking water, your quality drinking water, and it raises the pH of the water that you're drinking to about 10.5. Of course, there are many other benefits, and it's balanced minerals as well, which also helps keep our mineral balance in alignment. That also is important. Okay, do you have anything to add, Robin?
No, I don't have much experience with boron, but I'm very interested. I might try it now.
Okay. Well, you're basically through with the Morgellons. You no longer emit fibers or filaments?
Mostly, but my house has gotten worse this fall with mites and springtails. When it got cold, they all came inside. And so as I deep clean things, I keep getting reinfested. I can eat pretty much anything until I get reinfested again. And so I'm battling my home, and I think I'm 99% clear of Morgellons, but I have springtails and mites in my home that are affecting me, unfortunately. So I'm definitely wanting to try the boron.
Okay. Mary, you have anything to add since you've been using boron?
It's just that it gives me, it's hard to explain. It just gives me a sense of wellness. I just overall feel better. I can't tell you like what feels better. I can only tell you that I feel worse if I'm not on it. So.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so again, to recap, to summarize, part of the protocol is start with 3 milligrams a day using either formulation. I don't know which one is better, the Piping Rock or the Puritan Pride, and go up 3 milligrams every couple of days until you get to about 30. Watch for any of the symptoms that I had read that are published in WebMD until you get to 30, and then you can switch over to 1 tablet a day, as Mary is doing, and you get that from shop4morgellons.com. Okay, that concludes this segment.